Yo, what is up, guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So, some interesting news coming out of the heavyweight division. Joseph Parker and his longtime trainer, Kevin Barry, have announced that they have split and will be no longer working together. Now, this news has just broken in the past few minutes or so. On Boxing Scene, there is a detailed article on the split. Essentially, the reason behind it is a logistical reason. Kevin Barry, of course, has a gym in Las Vegas, and according to him, he needs to spend more time there to train the fighters in that gym, and Joseph Parker being based in New Zealand, that makes it rather hard to do. So the split is purely down to logistical reasons. Joseph Parker wants to spend more time in New Zealand, and that is not really, it doesn't match with Kevin Barry's schedule, put it that way. So yeah, a lot of people have been speculating for years now actually that Joseph Parker should leave Kevin Barry and look for a new trainer. Joseph Parker in recent years appears to have stagnated as a fighter. He's put in several ordinary performances in the past few years, and he seems to be lacking that killer instinct and that hunger to really get to that next level. And of course, a lot of people, including myself, were thinking maybe a new trainer, a new change of scenery would do Joseph Parker some good, because like I say, the guy's got ability, he's got potential, he's got talent, but there seems to be something missing there. And yeah, like I say, I've been calling for Joseph Parker to change trainer and change camp for quite some time, but under these circumstances, is this really going to make a difference with Joseph Parker? I'm not entirely convinced, to be honest with you. I was thinking that Joseph Parker needs to base himself maybe in the US, or who knows, even in the UK, and go to one of those scenes where there's access to great sparring, great coaching, and change scenery and really try and make a run of it in the heavyweight division again. But according to all reports, Joseph Parker actually wants to spend more time in New Zealand, and I have to say, I'm not really sure that's conducive of Joseph Parker really pushing on as a pro and getting back to the top. Obviously, New Zealand, they've got their history in the heavyweight division, and they've produced some good fighters over the years, but that's not where the scene is popping, quite frankly. You got to take into account things like access to sparring. That's going to be sparse in New Zealand. Access to quality coaching as well. There's nowhere near as many options out there as there are in the US or even in the UK. So to me, it appears that Joseph Parker is actually content on staying in his comfort zone. And I'm not really sure that's good for his career right now. Joseph Parker naturally is a laid-back guy, a nice guy, and he's been accused of losing his killer instinct, right? And that's been said about him for years now. I don't think staying in your comfort zone amongst home comforts is really going to change that for Joseph Parker. He's the type of guy who really needs to up sticks and, give his world a shake-up, in my opinion, to really rejuvenate himself and get back to where he once was in the heavyweight division. But this news, while I wanted him to change trainer, I actually wanted it to happen under different circumstances. I'm really not convinced that this is going to really change anything for Joseph Parker. I would have liked to have basically seen Joseph Parker base himself out of the US or UK and train out this way somewhere, basically. For example, I think a great trainer for Joseph Parker would be Sugar Hill. That Kronk style naturally is relatively aggressive, and I think Sugar Hill could be a good fit for Joseph Parker. I know Sugar Hill's got Tyson Fury, but Fury and Joseph Parker are pretty close, and I think there's some legs in that. I really do. I think stylistically, Sugar Hill wouldn't be a bad fit for Joseph Parker, and obviously that missing ingredient right now for Joseph is the killer instinct and the ability to finish opponents. That's what Joseph Parker needs right now, and Sugar Hill arguably is one of the go-to trainers for that. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that Parker's staying in his comfort zone, but ultimately we'll have to wait until we see who his new trainer is. You know, when it comes to New Zealand boxing, especially the trainers, I'm not all that knowledgeable. So maybe there is someone out there who's a good fit for Joseph Parker, who can really bring that mean streak out in him, and rejuvenate his career. I'm remaining hopeful because, like I say, I do think there's some talent there with Joseph Parker. He's got a good chin. He's got decent power. He's got pretty good hand speed, decent boxing skills. Joseph Parker has a lot of good attributes, and he needs the right guy to really hone those attributes and bring the best out of him. But like I say, staying in his comfort zone, I'm not sure is the right idea. I appreciate that Joseph Parker's got a young family and whatnot, but this is boxing. You're either all in or you're out, basically. So yeah, interesting story. Share your thoughts below. Any ideas who Joseph Parker's going to train with next? If you're based in New Zealand, throw us some names. Who would he go to other than Kevin Barry in New Zealand? I'll be intrigued to know. But what's your thoughts on this news? Share your thoughts below in the comments. Smash the like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. And yeah, tell me what you guys think. Peace.